In this presentation, I want to talk about how to get more straight teeth patients for your practice. This is the Straight Teeth Engine, a training designed specifically to give you the capabilities to attract traffic, build a list, convert those to sales, and deliver a wow experience that get referrals. So, the BACD did some research and found that 45% of adults are unhappy with their smile, and about 20% of adults would consider orthodontic treatment. We know there's been a trend towards less invasive treatments because before they used to do veneers for smile makeovers and things like this, but people are less accepting of having their teeth ground down to improve their smile, so they would prefer to get a nicer smile. And then we've done some further research where we found that 75% of adults would prefer a visibly straighter smile in 6 months over perfection in 2 years. So this is showing what people want. They want an improvement and a nice smile, which means they can feel confident in photographs and out and about, but they're not interested necessarily in perfection. There are people that are interested in perfection, but this presents an opportunity for practices that want to offer cosmetically focused or aesthetically focused orthodontics. Some other research we did showed that 86% of adults seeking straight teeth would pay £65 a month for 36 months to straighten their teeth. That's around £2,000. So that shows that there's a demand and a need for people to improve their smiles in a cost-effective way. So what's the demand like? This picture shows all the UK straight teeth providers. We can see this, and this is basically adults providing cosmetically focused orthodontics like general dentists. So we've got a large distribution all over the place. On average, most people do a couple of cases a month, so it shows there's a lot of practices offering a lot of treatment. This also shows a lot of demand. So there's a definite possibility with the right systems in place for you to attract more of that demand. And we're talking about how you can become the #1 straight teeth destination in your area. So in order to do this, you've got to formalize your system and approach. So first, you need to build an integrated marketing machine. Marketing is very misunderstood. People think yellow pages or just some AdWords or different things like this. But the trouble is, random acts of marketing will not get you the results you want. You need to build an integrated system which will let you get what you want. You need to understand direct response marketing. In this training, we'll go through this with you so you can understand all the fundamentals and so you can plan and execute your own campaigns. You're going to learn how to track your marketing. This is very, very important. Otherwise, how do you know what you're spending on is delivering results? To give you an idea of the different elements you could build into your engine, you can see here, to attract new customers, you need to look at some of these 26 points. In order to do this, they can work synergistically, and by employing all of these simultaneously is how you're going to get big growth in your marketing and your results. You want to learn online marketing, offline marketing, and have a dashboard. This is very important. If you're trying to systematically increase the number of braces that you do, you need to be tracking on a daily basis and a weekly basis where you're actually spending your money and where the inquiries and phone calls are coming from. And very importantly, if you don't want to do this all yourself, you need to learn how to audit a marketing company, because truthfully, very few companies know how to integrate all this together, and they're interested in getting a percentage of your spend. So for example, some companies are incentivized based on how much you spend on a monthly basis with you. That's not the right incentive necessarily. Once you've actually got their interest, you need to actually capture their contact details, because they're not going to look at one advert and then decide to come and see you. They need to develop a relationship over time, and there's a system to do that. You need to build a dynamic, responsive marketing machine, so you need to understand market leadership. The formula for market leadership is content times consistency, so you want to be communicating in a frequent way and in a very effective and powerful way to make sure you communicate the benefits of straight teeth and why they should come and see you, and all of those elements. And there's a system for that. You also need to learn the critical nurturing process and plan your own, because you can't just email people daily or send people a letter. People will opt out and they will not be interested. It's got to be relevant to them and timely. So you've got to map out and create a process so that you can then communicate with them in the way that they want to. And essentially what you want to do is create your own straight teeth publishing system, so you can then consistently create market-leading content so you can attract more people and that everyone knows what you do. The best thing is if everyone knows what you do and that they know you're great at it, because then you're going to be able to kind of build relationships with lots of people simultaneously. You need to learn Infusionsoft. It's a very powerful software. It's not the only one, but there are other ones, and that's important to your using your system. You need to learn email marketing, fundamentals, subject line, how the email should look, when it should come, what time, what day, all these sorts of things. You also understand lead scoring. Lead scoring basically means you have to qualify all these things. Once you've got the contact details from somebody, they may be a lead, but you'd have to then qualify them as a marketing qualified lead and a sales qualified lead. There's a whole system for this, because you don't want to waste your time and energy and money on your team phoning the wrong people at the wrong time. You'll just annoy people. And you also need to learn what a blended online-offline nurture process looks like. By mixing how you communicate with people, you can create a very natural but yet very engaging process. Then, when they come to see you, you need to be able to assess and present straight teeth options to them to increase treatment acceptance. Now, of course, you need to make sure you properly understand what they need and you can properly present all the options to them. Many people only present one option, and this is where your opportunity lies. You need to build a team-driven sales engine to power your practice. So your team got to know how to answer the phone. They've got to know how to convert those people into coming to visit you. You've got to have a follow-up system where people who didn't come in to see you or forgot to come and see you, they get tracked and brought in. You also need to have a way that you can actually deal with email inquiries, price inquiries. All of this is a system so that you're able to convert interest into people turning up into your practice. Once you've done that, of course, that's just the beginning part of it, because then that's the opportunity for you to understand perfectly what they need and then to have a system. And we teach you a system where you can go through all aesthetic and comprehensive options with them and differentiate yourselves from other practices. We can talk through all the forms you need, the journey, and then if they don't decide to go ahead right now, how you can follow up with them. It's very important to present finance options in a specific way as well. We go through all of this. Once they've actually said yes, that's where all the work starts, and that's the opportunity starts, because you want to deliver a wow experience that gets referrals. All that work you did to get them to come in the first place, you want to make sure you build on that, and you want to have a process that protects you and the patient and delivers results. So you need a system where you can comprehensively assess them for all their needs, so you make sure you understand what they need and you can kind of go through all those details. You want to have a result agreement system with guarantees, inclusions, exclusions and consents so that they know what they need, you know what they need, and you've gone through everything very smoothly with them. You want to know how to clinically deliver your results, and you need a course system which will allow you to do that. In order to do that, you want to look at what options you've got to put braces on teeth, how you present treatment options, what other solutions there possibly are that could improve their result, any clinical tips and tricks to kind of manage complications, how to schedule them, hygiene appointments, and how to make them feel really special. All of these are important elements, and we go through all of this in our training. So to get this full training and to get a special pre-launch offer, what we want to do is really capture exactly where you are so we can send you the right training that will make the most impact for where you are right now. So if you go to this link here and then you type in all the details, we'll also send you a free profitability template so you can actually understand exactly what the opportunity is for you.